Welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Nilaus, and this is the new mech. How about it? Do you like it? I like it. I like it a lot. And it is made by Baked Beans, so absolute massive shout out to Baked Beans. Look at that. Even made my logo on both the front and the back. I made the color changes, so if you don't like the colors, blame me. If you love the model, then big shout out to Baked Beans. And the Mecha blueprint is also, I'm going to put it on my website as well, should you want to have a brandish one Nilaus icon on your own drone or getting those wings as well. The best thing about the wings though, they even fold out when you're flying. That is absolutely wonderful and super cool. So, well, we're not only going to do that today, we are also going to do some other things. What I've done, we're just going to be, basically what we're going to do is we're going to build a new home. We're going to be taking and industrializing the third planet that doesn't have any water, so that means we have plenty of opportunity for us to just really industrialize it and build something big. What we're going to do is, what I have done in advance, is that on this planet and also on starving the third planet, I have taken every single one of these patches and then put it into a little planetary logistics tower, so that we have things available. I think that's a really valuable thing to do. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to send out all of my drones so that they can go up, and that will be a nice little flurry. We've also scaled up with more geothermal plants and more exchangers here, so we can now transfer 360 megawatt of power between the lava planet and the other planet, the starving planet, literally starving planet. We're just going to send these out. They are just going to go everywhere on the planet just to pick up iron and copper to put it up here and then make it available to the other system. What we're going to do is we are going to, you can see my inventory is full of good stuff. And I will be flying off. There we go. I'm flying out into the world and towards starving. We have starving over here. What we've done over at the home planet, we have at the home planet, I have set a lot of the things that we already have on that planet to be exported interstellar or interplanetary at least, so that they can actually be requested from starving as well. So what we're going to do at starving, let's we'll just zoom there, but while we're flying here, just highlight, we're going to build a hub. We're going to build iron, copper, steel, glass, stone, magnets, circuits, magnetic cores, exciters and combiners, all of that plus the new the hub. That will be much better. So that is a lot of things we need to do today. So while we're flying, I just want to say thank you to all the patrons who are supporting the channel. It is absolutely amazing to see the support, and also the support with the comments, likes and subscriptions for here on YouTube for this channel. So thank you very much everyone for supporting. I love making it, and if you love watching it, that is just a perfect combination. All right, I didn't even need to cut because I just rambled my way all the way to this planet. Cool. We are landing here. All right, so the first thing we need to look at on this planet is the North Pole. That's here. I made a little ring to highlight where we can build. Then we have a gigantic area here that is completely unused. That's what we are going to be using as the primary location for our builds. So we're going to do a lot of design and build in this episode. What we are going to do first, I think we'll try to do the hub first, just because it's it'll look nice and then gives us an indication of what we need to build from here. I think it's also really kind of important that I stand here and just leech some power from these while finding my blueprint. So let's take the Make Everything hub. This is part of my blueprint library on my website, link in the description if you want it. And as you can see here, it fits nicely up on the North Pole or the South Pole. Actually, I don't know if it fits on the South Pole. I don't think so. But if I click it, we have this problem here. And even if I removed this location, it wouldn't actually work. Why wouldn't it work? Because I can't get the belts to go through the veins, and I can't lower the veins without using foundation. And if I use foundation, then I lose my what's it called, achievement for environmentalist. So I have to just build this without that, and it's kind of a shame. But if I do it this way, then I just have to build all of the belts myself. Let's run around and build this and then continue with the next. What you just saw as the power went out was because every one of these was set to maximum 300 megawatts of power. That means they were way overcharging the power network and meant that it actually turned off. So what I've done is I've set all of them to minimum charge. They're not going to be charging much. And in this one, I will be adding logistics drones to all of them. But it's just not working, right? Because we don't have iron, we don't have the supermagnetic rings, we don't have acidic crystals, we just don't have anything, right? We don't have anything of the things we need here. So actually putting drones in here is just completely useless. Another thing I should mention is that this part is the old one. That means it doesn't produce geothermals or proliferators. It is not proliferated in any way. All of this built. So this is what we want to build in order to move the base forward. I'm going to convert some of the stuff like water pumps, for example. I'll convert those to geothermals or to proliferators or stackers. You know, some of the new buildings that we want to have. But it's not going to be a complete overhaul of what we want to do, because that's something I need to do once we're more in a stable position. At this point, we're just building. So what we want to do here now is find that glorious big spot here, where we have a nice big area, and then we are going to find a way to build it at the best possible location. Let me try to see if I can find it. There. This is going to be the one that kind of dictates how close we can get. And I'm going to be opening here. We are going to look at our lines. This one is getting a bit too close, so I'll take this prime meridian. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with these meridians and stuff, then there are 20 lines going directly from the North Pole to the South Pole, unbroken. So you can see there's a break here, a fault. That's why I call it a fault line. But there are 20 lines around the globe that do not break at all, and those are the ones I call prime meridians. They are meridians. They're actually, yeah. And that's where we go in. And I'm going to build this in a specific manner. This is from equator and up to the first line. That's our primary build area. And then if I look at this, then it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares of the big squares. And then that'll be the next line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be the next line. Obviously, they're not going to be built. These are too far apart, but they will be working anyway later on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yes. Do we need this much space? Oh, yeah, we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I not say how much I wanted to build? This episode is going to be absolutely disgusting. What we're going to do is sort of alternate between the design and then a build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can count to 5. That's amazing. I can't count to 6, but 5 is just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And then we get over here and then start bumping into things. So that's as far as we can go. Let's start by making an iron build. Yes, that is going to be good. Although, there's one thing about the iron build is, well, we do have on this planet, we do have a tiny bit of iron, but we also now exported iron from the other location. And how I just wish I could put concrete, but alas, there is no concrete in this world. There. This will be a very basic start. It will do iron, and it'll do iron, and it won't be doing any proliferation. Let's get that out of the way. I will not be proliferating my raw resources here, my basic smelting. I just don't feel it's worth it. So that's going to be a no for me. And then this is where the next one starts, so I'm going to have to make it take less space than this. And let's see, I think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is going to be our build. Then we have to find a way to do power in a better way than what we've done before. This is going back in there. And then we can do in and out. And that's completely iron, and copy here. So usually I would leave a space between it, and there's been a lot of people who've been asking me. I thought that was kind of basic knowledge, but if you press tab, it puts in a space every third. If you tab again, it puts the space every second. Tab again, a space every one, and then it goes double space, triple space, quadruple space, and then it goes back again. So pretty cool feature. Then we are going to do some copy of this part, yes, and then I want to build it next to it, and then leave one space there and one space here, because that's where I'm going to build the power lines. And let's do the power lines. I'll build it here, so it reaches and covers that. And then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 tiles between. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 tiles. I mean, the small squares. That should be good. And then all I need to do is hook up this part. And then we have a very, very glorious mid-level, mid-game. That's not glorious at all. That should be glorious. And that goes back, and this one goes out. We build the ones up here, and that will be an outbound. And we go home with this. Let's build this. This will be our iron build. Very, very simple, right? Very simple, and really neatly fitting in here. There will be room for 3 of those in this one, so that's how much we're going to be building. But let's do more design, right? Let's do more design. This build is also really appropriate for copper, so let's also do one for copper as well. We're going to build that over here and just place it. Obviously, we are not setting this to supply just yet, and we're not setting any drones. You can just, well, I'm going to set the drones. Do we want to demand? Yeah, let's, hold on, let me see. Yes, I do, because otherwise I will be overstraining my supply if I don't do it. So we'll send these out and then start getting that started, but not this one though. This will be made into copper. That obviously also means that this is also going to be changed into copper. And get that down. And this is down. We're going to do one of these designs first, and then we're going to do tripling everything afterwards. And that unfortunately means that we have to do the outputs here as well. They have to be redone, but you know, I'm going to have to wait for the drones to actually build stuff as well. So this is not a big deal. For me at least. There. And then we just built the remainder of this part. Now those were the 2 really simple ones. This is one of the designs. This is the 1-to-1 design. The next one is a double design. No, actually, do I want to call it double? Yeah, that's the steel design. That's going to be the next one. The steel design is going to be... do I want... Yeah, let's do that. Steel design... The steel design is going into iron and then steel. I'm not going to, again, no proliferation for any of this. The reason why I'm proliferating this one is because I have so little silicon on this planet that I feel that's the, or in this system at all, that it feels that it's worthwhile. Now, before we even do that, I am going to set up, we started this episode by building an iron and copper base here. And I think I'm going to go build... request that inbound. So we're going to build an extra level out here. That will be all the way. I think that's going to be middle. Yeah, it's middle. And then we're going to power it. So these will be requesting like stuff. Yeah, stuff. I'll be requesting this from the other planets. That will be providing locally, but requesting, I keep calling it global, but remotely. There. Obviously, takes a while to power, but that will start bringing stuff inbound here. We will also requesting all the other stuff from the other locations. So for example, what are we getting? We are getting that and that and that. Those are from the default, the old base. This one as well. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, not this. That's going to go in the separate one. Why? Well, because it's kind of a coal-based product, and I have other coal-based products as well that I want to request. There. And that will be demand, demand, and demand. As you can see, stuff is going out and requesting it from my home planet where I set it up before we started the session. This one will be graphite. It'll be, graphite, graphene, and proliferators. Those are all coal-based products that we only have on a home base. So that makes sense for me to put them as one here. There we go. And request, request, and request. Anything else we want? Oh yeah, here I think we'll also be requesting the titanium alloy, which we're also building at the home location. So all of this seems like I am way overstraining, and I am, but it's very temporary. Once this is built, once this is requested, it's just gonna get stuck there, right? It's just gonna get stuck, and nothing else will work. So we are allowing this to work. Ooh, interstellar convoy. Let's have a look at that. I wanted to get this one. That is exactly what we wanted to see. Look at that. Now we're starting to play Dyson Sphere Program. Now it changes from being just built on a few drones here and there, but actually being interplanetary. Absolutely amazing. And of course, we have now burned through all of our power. I think that it still kind of works, right? Maybe I kind of overdid it. Power off. Shut up with that power off. Damn. That's not good. That's not how it's supposed to go. Alright, let me just get this back online and then we can continue. Okay, power is reestablished. The reason why it went out was actually because the delivery of yeah, what is it? The delivery of full lava batteries was yeah, not fast enough, and that's a big problem that I am gracefully going to ignore. And the answer to that is obviously putting more batteries in the network. I put a 1000 in when we did last time, and that's clearly not enough. Let's do steel now, because overstraining the network, the answer to that is always overstrain it even more. We're doing design here, so let's keep doing design work. Now, when it comes to this one, I am going to do it, and this is a steel, so steel comes in at double, so we are going to do it slightly different. Could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There. That's going to be the steel. That's also going to be steel, and then this is going to be the iron part and the iron part. I am sure that the power will stabilize, but the thing is, I might be building it so fast that it doesn't stabilize fast enough. That we're going to be, for the entirety of this episode, going to be running out of power because I'm trying to build as fast as possible here. So we're getting iron on the outside, and that will be the outer one will build iron, and the inner one will build steel. And then we'll copy it to the other side, copy, paste, and then we'll get the inserters here. And from the other side, it's all good. And then we drag it down there. So this is the second of the type of builds you do for smelting. There's the 1-to-1. This is the double build with tiered builds. This also works for diamonds or crystal silicons as well. They're the same kind of thing, where you first make it into graphite and then into diamonds, or first make it into silicon plates and then make it into crystal things as well. There, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that one, and then I'm gonna do this one. That works as well. Let's fire this up. Okay, you are powered, and I will be... Oh, we don't have this here. Demand. In this playthrough, unlike the other one, I am actually going to try to build with planetary logistics stations here on the planets, and then interstellar for bringing it in and out. I'm going to try to see if that works. I don't think it's going to be super effective, but I think it's fun to do it, and I kind of feel that that's the intended way. So we're going to try that, at least for the time being, to do these. Also, when these are kind of pricey, then it's a good idea. Now, that was that part. And then the next thing is glass, and that will be the third of the types of build we're going to do. This is also it's a double build. It's a 2-to-1 build. So what we want to do here, it's not going to be as pretty. We're going to get, nope, not that. Raw stone and glass out. Should be good. Yeah, yeah. So it goes over to the side, and we are going to build. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, isn't it easier to just do this and then go 3 back? I think it is. And this will go on that line. And then I'll also have it on the other side, because glass is a 2-to-1. So that means we can have 2 outputs sharing the same line. And if we can, we should. And then we'll be... Let's get the glass in here. Glass, 2 stone to 1 glass. Again, copy paste it over on the other side. Get some inputs. And then we just drag it all the way down. And we drag it all the way down. And could we just copy? Yep. I'll just leave 1 space between. And that's unfortunately where we have to do a slightly worse design pattern here, because I do have to build them on the outside as well. There might be some who go like, oh, why don't you use the big power poles? Because we have it researched, like these ones. First of all, look at the cost of them. But primarily, look at the idle consumption. 720 kilowatt of power. That is absolutely insane at this tech level here, or this power level. We are already out of power, so spending like 20, 40, 50 gigawatts, megawatt of power just keeping the lights on doesn't really seem like a good deal to me. And we're going to be building more of these, and I will just do a simple demand here. There we go. And power is still not working very well. Current generation is 90. That means we are still not getting enough of the inputs here. Maybe I need to just, yeah. It's coming in, but it's not coming in fast enough. Could I do this one, for example, minimum load of vessels, so that it goes out faster and picks up more? I think I just need to add more of these. Let's do the design, and then I'll add a few more so we can get on with the next part. So that was the third of these designs. There are no more designs that we need to make. And from here on, it's recycling the same types of designs. So, for example, we are now in a position where I want to say, I want to make the stone build. So I just take the copper, because it's the same. And then we build it here. And of course, there will be some changes. We'll need to build this. And as soon as it gets built, we are going to change it. There, and this will be here and here. The stone is being used. Oh, the power went out. That's gonna happen. Luckily, the good thing is that as new power comes in, the exchanges don't need sort of any power, because it's just when it arrives, then it starts flowing into the exchanges and power will be reestablished. See, there's no power being generated because there's nothing coming in. We will gracefully ignore that for just a bit, and then I'll fix it once we've done these designs. Here, that goes all the way in, that goes all the way in, that goes all the way in. So this is the one-to-one build. When you have these builds sorted and have some nice templates for it, then just stamp it down. Do you want me to add templates for this to the blueprint library? I guess the answer is going to be yes, so I will do that. So I'll add these 3 designs so you can build them. They are really neat early game builds. So that means we are now having the irony of me just adding more crap to it. And the last one will be the same one again, because the last one will be magnets that we also need to make the magnetic coils. So let's build it in here and get the magnets. Go off you go with that. And we are going to get iron inbound and magnets outbound. Magnets are producing a bit slower, but that doesn't really matter. It's not about sort of the... It's mainly about building something that gives us a steady and large supply of this and some good buffers. And whether it is built to scale doesn't matter. I just wanted to overbuild, so that's what we're doing here. This also needs some drones, and then it also needs to demand some more. All this should be good. I wonder if the reason why it's coming out is because I'm also using, if we look at this one, I'm maybe using some of these ones that are flying back and forth on the other side might be competing between delivering iron and copper as well as delivering batteries. And if then the last one goes out and that leaves with iron or copper, then I have nothing that transports the batteries, except for the ones that are assigned here that will bring in batteries. You can see there's 800 inbound, but nothing outbound. So we clearly just need more of this. Right, so what do we have now? We have all of these basic materials done. That means iron, copper, steel, glass, stone, and magnets. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to, first of all, make sure that we have more drones in the network, so we don't have this issue anymore, because it's not a charging part. It is simply the transportation part back and forth that's not keeping up. Then we'll be building all of this, multiplying the whole damn thing by 3, and then that should be glorious to see. Also going to need a bit more power, so let's sort the power first. So for anyone who wanted time-lapse builds, I hope you got your your fair share of time-lapse build. I am pretty happy with this build. And one of the questions that you might have been wondering, like, oh, do you really need this much glass? Do you really need this much stone bricks? Well, I don't know. I'll just build it. And then it's nice and symmetric and all that good stuff. So we'll build it, and then we'll see if we need it, and then we'll deal with it from there. So what I'm going to be building now is the next thing, because we're not done. Of course we're not done. We still have a bit of materials left here, and we still have some things that are integral to our future build. So if I look at this line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big there, right? This is the next planetary sector, that's we call it, and then I'm going to be building it here, and then I'm going to be building it here. That's probably like the best locations for this. Now what I want to build at this location is circuits, because we also need a lot of circuits, and it's pretty simple to build. It's just iron and copper. It is two iron and 1 copper for a circuit, and then I will build it there, I guess. It should be a pretty simple build. And if we have double iron, so twice as much iron as copper, and remember at this location they are even smaller, so this is all the space we have. But I don't think that's, oh well, I do know that it's not going to be a problem to do this there. And then if I look at this here, it's a speed 1, and on 1 second it consumes 2 iron, so that means I can at maximum do 6 of these. Well, how about that? There's just room for 6 of them. You'd actually almost think that that was planned and timed and all that stuff, but it was. There, just another really crisp little build here. Let's do consistency for that. That will be outbound. You know what? Not really. Don't want them sticking out. No need for it. And at this point, I only need to do, let's see. Input, 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 output, and output. And then we drag it down, and we drag it down. And then a few power poles. I'll put one on the back here, and then put one here, here, and here. That's done. I don't want very much of this, but now we can actually start seeing that there's a point to what we've done. We are going to start getting these things inbound. And I can kill you, because I can just copy this one and then I get twice as much. Oops. Let's also get the power pole at the back side there. And that goes into this location. No need to time-lapse this. This is going to be so quick that you won't even see it. Almost. We need more drones. Wow, we're running out of drones actually. We might actually completely run out of drones. That's unfortunate. How many do we have? We have 200, and then I have 4 more builds I need to build. That's perfect. Perfect. Alright, so you can see here iron and copper coming in, and we get like a silly amount coming up of this. What we're producing now is 12 plus, oh no, something not working. Why is that? Oh, we misbuilt that. Oh, why did you not say that? That should be good, and then we'll have exactly the same problem on this side, because, well, that's the beauty of copy-paste. If you make a mistake, it is happily copied and, oops, pasted everywhere else. Actually, isn't that easier to do? I'll just let the drones do the bit more heavy lifting here. There. Alright, full build, so it's 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. And again, answer is, I am not going to proliferate it, because it's just iron and copper. Who cares about iron and copper? I've got tons of that. And the beauty of all of this as well is that I can actually copy this one, and I can recycle this over to the next build without even breaking a sweat. I'm actually going to take that out. That would be right there. And then of course all of it is going to be different, but aside from it, the design is going to be the same, because magnetic coils is pretty much the same thing. Oh no. Okay, that was something. Magnetic coils require magnets and requires there, right? And it is 2 magnets, so we just do the same thing here. We take Nope. We take magnets, and we take magnets, and we take copper. And then we change the recipe here. That one, and we change the recipe here. And that's done. Oh, I'm not sure it actually works if I put it on a... There. That works. And then we can copy... Oh, this will again be just 1000. This is why we made the magnets, because we're going to go in here. That's... And copy and paste it down here. So now this for me is really when you're playing Dyson Sphere Program. You make a little design, and then when you have it, you copy paste it, build it somewhere else, and you make this grand scale, and you just look at that madness already. This is what we've been building over the last half hour. This is absolutely insane. This is exactly what we want to see. You're getting some magnets, and they might be requested somewhere. Who knows? Well, they will, but that's part. Then we have two more things. They are going to be in lower quantity to be requested, so we'll just build those more carefully. Those are actually... Let's get this up here. This will be... And there, they'll be built separately. So one of the things we want is plasma exciters. Plasma exciters, they are needed for quite a lot of things like chemical plants and refineries and that kind of thing, and also the wireless power towers. So that means it's two items. It's the magnetic coils we just built, and then it's prisms. Prisms we don't need. We only need prisms for two things. Nope. So when I'm not going to build a prism thing, but I'm actually going to just direct insert prisms here. Prisms just come from glass. Glass we have, so if we just request here, I need it. That one, and then I need to request some magnetic coils, and I need to request some glass. That should be okay. And then what is the build going to look like? It is going to look like, let's see, that's probably where we want to build the first one. Let's do a plasma exciter here. That takes, every 2 seconds, it takes 2 prisms. Okay, so let's see, what does the prisms require? That is going to be a prism. Prism is every 2 seconds. It makes 2 for 3 glass. And that means I can do this one. And I need to make sure that I don't go too far. Is this it? Yes, this is it. That's the next line. And I will take the output or the return material here. I will take the glass on the outside. And then it's just a matter of figuring out how big we can make it. If this is consuming 2 per second, then I can only have 6 of these. Yeah, so if I have 6 of these, this is requiring times 6, that's 12. That's 18 divided by 3 seconds. Yeah, okay, so this is not a problem. It divided by 2 seconds, so it's 9 per second. This is going to consume 9 glass per second. So again, not a problem. That also means we can just double it. Not that we really need to double it, but you know, symmetry and all that. Here. Looking good. And then I'll build the inserters. You're going to go in, and you'll come inbound and outbound, and inbound and outbound. Transfer and inbound. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. 6. Let's see if this one is good. And then a few power poles. Let's get one behind, as we did for the other one. And then get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, can get a bit excessive on this. Had a bit of a clip with the other one. That is weird, isn't it? No, it's actually okay. So this one should be done, and all I need is just take 1000 of that and 1000 of that. Get some drones in. Input, all good. Did I remember to drone there? Drones, yes. What about these? Drones, yes. Drones, yes. Look at how quickly they fill up. So this should be the next one. Let's have a look that it works. And then last one is going to be plasma photon combiner. Photon combiners are used for 2 things, 3 things maybe. Photon combiner used for the geothermals, which we need, some solar sails, which we kind of need, but much later. But I'm not going to be launching solar sails, but solar sails are ingredient into this Dyson Sphere component, so that still has to be built. And the other one is ray receivers, which we also kind of need. So again, not super important, but let's get it while we can. That means photon combiners, and that is again, it's prisms at green, so that's glass and green circuits. Both things we have. Yeah, that should be all the way up there. Let's get this to 1000. Let's get this to 1000, and then try to figure out what we're going to do build-wise. Here, this is a photon combiner. This will be taking 3 seconds every. That's too close. There and there. So that's going to be 1 second. Every 1 second, this consumes 2 prisms. You, my friend, how many prisms are you making? Every second, you're making 1. So I'm going to make 2. This is basically going to be green circuits in Factorio green circuits. There we go. And I will get a line on the outside, I guess. Hold on, this doesn't require much green circuits. No, not at all. No. So I don't need to make it as intense for this. So I can do... I'll do green circuits here. Green circuits. And then return. It's going to be really close on the backside here. And glass out there. This, it's still a bit of space. And I think I'll build 2 of these. And I'll build on the other side as well. So once we have all of these things, the reason why we're building all of this here is because this is a much more permanent place to build it. And permanent is, of course, in quotation mark, because is anything even really permanent in this case here? And I will do, what is it going to be? It's going to be inbound, outbound, and then on the other one will be inbound, outbound. There. And I think that's enough. I think, hope that is. And a power pole there and a power pole there should do the trick. And then of course also a power pole on the back side. There we go. Now we can copy it without the belts, because I can't overlap belts, and then build it right there. And then trim the belts on the outside. There. Alright, that's done. And I will not, all I need to do is now flip these to demand and put in some power poles. Excellent. That is pretty much all of the stuff we want to build, except all of this really needs to be coming together and build something new and innovative that we haven't done before. So that is what we're going to do now, and I think the answer is going to be here. This will be kind of the last thing we want to build, and it's going to be just me plopping down a blueprint. So what it is, it's a mid-hub. That's basically the hub we built before, but I have added the interstellar logistic stations to this hub as well, so that we have it, and it should kind of work. Can I make it inside this? Maybe like this? Nope. It's gonna be too close. Nope. Nope. It's... No! Okay, we're gonna find a place. Nope. Damn. Alright, so I do have to move it a bit further out than I like. Let's see, this looks like it's on the line, doesn't it? It might be. Let's have a look. Is it? No, it's not at all. It's one off. It's fine. Alright, so what the hell are we doing here? Well, this part is basically the hub that we built on the previous planet, except that this is now done with logistics in mind. So we can then do in here, if we get this one built, it also has a lot of other things as well, but it just takes and gets the thing in here. You can see these are already coming in. I can take 100 in here. Oh, this is up to 300 charging. That might be a bit overwhelming. Let's go to 60. That's even a lot here. Everything comes in except for the space warpers. Kind of understandable because we don't have it. And everything is coming in, and it'll flow out on these belts. Look at that. All the stuff we just built is now coming into fruition, and now there is a point to why we're building this. As you can see, everything starts flowing in. These ones will now be having small storage locations here. They will get their logistics and also drones, but I don't have any more right now. I just wanted to simply show that we are building it. This means now that we don't have to go back to the other planet to resupply on stuff such as more smelters, because we can now simply pick it up. And that also means that from anywhere on this planet, we can just go in here and pick up what we need. Oh, do we need more smelters? Oh yes, I have 4 already. Absolutely amazing. And then we just continue down this path. That is going to be the whole crux of what we wanted to do. And by the way, also really important to do this to 60. And then it is actually possible just to copy this and then get this one as well. All right, so I hope you have enjoyed this. For the people who wanted more time lapses, well, I sure as I hope you got your fair share of time lapses. This is now really a structured base, and this will be our primary base from now on. Starving, but it is starving on power, so we can't build big things that require a lot of power, but we can build stuff like this. Mining facilities don't really require a lot of power. Also, I should mention that this is not proliferated. It should be set up with proliferation, and of course also this global hub that we have up here needs to attach all of the belts, but you know, it's a trivial thing because it's just adding the belts where they weren't there. So I'm going to be just doing that for just a little casual thing for myself so that we can get it. But this is basically how I would build a new planet, set up a really structured process, and then we can start working on this. You can see here all the stuff we just built: steel, glass, plasma exciters, everything we just built is now coming back together and being used. And we have our beautiful hub. If only it was sunshine, then we could have a look at it. And we have our beautiful here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So, and thank you again to Baked Beans for making this absolutely amazing model. It is super cool. If you want to watch more Dyson Sphere Program, then first of all, then hit the like button so I know that you like what you see. Consider subscribing, because I'll be uploading from now on 3 days a week: Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Thursdays and Saturdays here on YouTube. But I will be streaming it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at Twitch TV/Ninaus. And you are very welcome to drop by. It's 8 p.m. Central European time. Whatever that is on your time, I don't know, but I'm sure Google knows. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Until then, take care and stay effective.